I'm so tired. Oh my god. Back for another video, and yeah, my room actually looks really nice right now. But yeah, it's a green screen. Yeah, my room's been so messy because of high school that I was too lazy to clean it. So we're gonna clean it, take a picture of it, and edit it in post-production, because, wow, I'm tired. So I promised you guys a high school series. So today, I've decided that we are going to do the first episode, which will be the story of camp and how I felt about camp. Yay. Okay, so let's begin. So, just for recognition, I've got a bunch more high school videos coming out because there's so many things that I'm like, oh, these would be great life hacks, and there's so many, like, other things, like I want to do, like, a really funny what's in my backpack, kind of like how Joanna Cedar did, boop, right here. I really want to do something like that because I think how she did it was, like, super funny. Oh, and I really want to do it, but I'm so tired. Oh my god. And I also have to edit everything on my phone, which means that it's going to be a lot more difficult. Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's begin. So camp, if you don't know what high school I went to, they have it, so camp is on the second day of school. So I'm going to camp with a bunch of strangers. Yes, I know it's dumb, but I had no control over it. So, of course, I entered camp, and I had already met a girl on the first day, and she is really sweet. I'm not going to say her name for the video, but she was really sweet, and we talked about a lot of different things, and, you know, it was a great bus ride there. We get there, and, of course, we are at a little beachy area, like, where we're going, it's actually really quite near the beach. So we're at this beachy area, and we all go get ice cream, we go down to the beach. I'm having a blast. There are girls who are, like, sitting down in water, like, with, like, clothes on. It's, what's going on? I don't know. And it's crazy, because, like, everyone's, like, having so much fun. Then we have to walk back to camp. This doesn't sound like a whole lot, because, like, it's not, but it was a whole lot for me, and I was really not happy about it. We get to camp, it's all great, they tell us about everything that's happening. Then, what happens next, I'm super, super angry about. We get split into groups. I hate groups so much. It's not that, like, I'm not very competitive as a person, and I always lose these kind of things because I'm always with, like, the same, like, people who aren't competitive and they don't really care about it. So I'm not really happy about it, and I just know we're gonna lose, and I'm not happy. And our groups are in our homerooms too, and I didn't like anyone in my homeroom because I didn't really know them, so that was really awkward. But of course, I persist. I prevail, and I continue to persevere. Let's continue. Okay, that's a bit much. So we start our first tribal game because we're split into 6 different groups. The whole year 8 split into 6 groups. We go down to the beach. We do all these, like, different fun activities. I'll insert some images here if I can find them, and I'll blur out everyone's face. Don't worry. I'm a privacy queen. And then we lose the game, of course, and then we continue down. I head down to my dorm, and, you know, it was actually quite enjoyable, my dorm. It was very nice set out, and I meet a lot of girls there. They were really sweet. They were really nice, and that first night, I had so much fun. Someone had bought face masks, and she was the same girl who bought face masks, who was really good at hair braiding, like that. So I was having a face mask and I was getting my hair braided at the same time. Other hair, that didn't actually happen. So I had my face mask on, I was having so much fun, and we were eating chocolate and talking about the gossip, you know. And then I get, like, this, so I have a Kinder chocolate and I have it and then I eat it. And it's like, then somebody hands me a chocolate and I put it on my bed. And then I start trying to fall asleep, you know, and it's all really, really dark because we're not meant to be up talking and we don't know what time it is. So we're just kind of, like, whispering with, like, in the dark. And I look down, I see this, like, stain on my bed, and I'm like, and I start having a panic attack, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, it's probably just, like, dirty sheets. And I, like, look, and the stain is, like, on my quilt and on my sheet in almost the exact same place. And I'm like, oh no. And I was like, oh my god, did I get my period on cap? And I started having a mini heart attack because I'm going to share a secret with you guys. As I upload this video, I haven't had my period yet. Crazy, I know. I don't know what hell you guys are going through, but you know, I'm just going to live with this until I'm 15. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But then, and I run to the bathroom and I shut the door and I check my pants. Nothing. Huh, that's weird. So I'm thinking in my head, what's going on? And I can hear voices outside the door. I don't know what's going on. And I'm just like, what's going on? And then I remember the chocolate. It's a Kinder chocolate, don't worry. And they walk out and somebody opens the door and they say, are you okay? And I just don't say anything because I'm like, I've been spooked. And they're just like, and I get on my bed and I kind of just sit there like, wow, that was really scary. What would have I have done if I got my period though? And I fall down this like spiral of like, oh my god, I've got no one to talk to. I can't like tell anybody. This is super embarrassing. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm on camp and I don't have anything to like, I don't have like pads or tampons or anything. And it's like, I've got no one to talk to about this either because like everyone else is like 2 hours away and I don't know what to do. And then it like gets to me and it like hits me that like I'm on camp. I don't know any teachers. I don't know any students. I'm alone. I came with girls from my old school, but like they hate me. So I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, I'm alone. And I like start like, and I'm like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I cried. Yeah. I was basically, I felt, I don't know if that was what an anxiety attack is, but I was like, I think that's what an anxiety attack was. So I was just like, and then these girls hear me quietly sobbing. They're like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I can't say anything. And I'm trying to like, I want to tell them, oh, I don't know. I don't, at the time, I didn't really know. But like, then it really hit me as I was leaving for camp. And I was like, and they were just like, what's wrong? And they see like my bed sheets. And I'm just like, I'm just having an anxiety attack. And they were just trying to comfort me. And it's really sweet. So the next day I wake up still really recovering from this. And the morning I wake up and I'm just like tears like already in my eyes. And then they're like, it's breakfast time. So we go to breakfast and I get my toast and my jam and stuff. And I start walking and I start having another anxiety attack of seeing all these people like sit in these groups. And I was like, and I didn't know what to do. And I was and I was like, didn't know. I was so scared. And I was like, walked all the way back to my dorm and I just ate breakfast on my dorm floor. Now, what I didn't tell you and I deliberately left out was that I had made friends. The girl who had knocked on the door asking if I was okay, I sat down with her and her friends and I started chatting with them. So when I walked into there, so when you walk in, they have like tables like this. And then they always sit like at this very, very end table. But I couldn't see them from where I was standing. So I was having anxiety attack because I was like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? So like, but yeah, so I ate breakfast sitting on the floor. Disgusting, I know. I get changed and I'm just walking back like, and I'm just like really had an anxiety attack, and then I'm falling into kind of a mini depression and I just like don't know what to do. We do our activities because we have to do I think we did 4 activities on the second day. 4? Yeah. And we did 4 activities and I did them and I felt a lot better and I was like, and I walked back to the dorm and I was like, it's probably just because like I had an anxiety attack that night and then I wasn't like, and then it was probably because I had low blood sugar and I was like thinking of all this stuff like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And I walked into lunch and the same feeling heart start coming back and I was like, what's going on? And I felt really bad. I tried to eat and I tried to like do all this stuff and like, I don't know. And this wasn't lunch, it was morning tea. So we were having that and I was like, and I just stayed in my dorm and then we go to do our other activity. I come back for lunch and I'm like, oh, I feel a lot better. Again, that's weird. And I have lunch and I'm just like, and I start having the same feelings again and I eat. Then I go back to my dorm again because I feel so bad. And then a bunch of girls walk into my dorm talking and chatting. So I'm just sitting on the bunk, just listening to them on the very top bunk. So it goes, here were the 2 top bunks, and then here were the 2 bottom bunks, and then there was a corridor where they were sitting right there, and I was up here. And I was just chatting with them. And I sit down and there's chips and we just start eating and talking. It was so much fun. And then we like look outside and we realize that like, oh no, we better get back into the hall because everyone's there. So we go back into the hall. We have a lot of fun. And then after that, I was fine. Dinner, I was fine. Afternoon tea, I was fine. And I finally realized that like, oh, this is what it felt like it wasn't social anxiety necessarily. It felt more like it was just like that I hadn't had any interactions where I felt comfortable. So I just kind of like, yeah, it was super weird. It felt super weird to like it was really strange to me and I didn't know what to do. But it was so weird. I still try and think about it and think like why it like changed how I felt, and I don't really know why, but like, you know, I'm kind of happy that it happened because I have been sitting with those girls for the first week of school, so yay. Yay friendship. And I'm going to tell you this, that it really does feel nice to sit with people. So if you wonder why high school feels like really shit or you don't feel nice, sometimes just like you may feel that way and someone else may be feeling the same way. So you just kind of just like talk to people. And I know it's harder for people to say, but if you have like, if somebody else talks and like the same thing happened, this is like an example where one of my friends, we'll call her an acquaintance. One of my acquaintances, she went to the first day of school and she didn't know anyone, so she was like a really bad first day. And then we got so I was her acquaintance and I have my best friend. My best friend knows my acquaintance and they're good friends too. So my best friend sends out one of our friends to go talk to her. So then that builds up her confidence and she now is having a great time at her school. You know, that's great. And so when it comes down to it, I guess the moral of the story is kind of like talk to people and then you talk to people because that might help somebody and it's also going to help you a lot. And when you try it, for instance, overcoming anxiety, I've had it a lot of times trying to overcome anxiety with like amazing results. Like I think it was like a birthday came through and like I went to the birthday party. It was the 21st, 18th and I went there and then I was like totally nervous. I didn't know what to do. And then I got on to like the dance floor and I started like dancing and like boogieing and I felt so much better. And now every party I dance and that just gets rid of everything and I have so much fun with all my cousins and it's great. So overcoming anxiety is really hard and panic attacks or just a general like bad feelings. You don't have to have anxiety. You can just have a really bad feeling in your stomach. And it's really common for everyone who starts high school and doesn't know what's like, it's just really common. So don't feel afraid or don't feel scared to try and talk to people because you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Anyway, that was my first day of camp. So third day of camp comes, I found my group of friends. I've been hanging out with them. They're really nice. And one of the girls there, I think she really likes me. And I'm really happy about that because yeah, it's great to have friends in high school. And even if you don't have friends, well, it's gonna happen because some people don't find their friends until like year 10 and they might even. So, this is just a kind of camp story. I have a lot of other ideas coming. Oh my god, so much. I've got life hack videos coming. I have a what's in my backpack at the end of the year, the end of the term in maybe a month, I think. I'm going to be doing a kind of my report card review and I'm going to be reviewing like all my classes and grades and stuff. And then I've also got maybe first day of school, not sure. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and listening to me. High school has been so rough and I promise to try and upload because, well, it's really scary. So thank you so much. Like this video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then you don't have to like it. Subscribe to my channel because if you're in high school, maybe we can relate, who knows. And follow my social medias down below if you want to. This has been Adela, and see you later.